Most agencies hit a wall at 10 to 15 clients because they're trying to scale their manual processes with scattered tools. Here's the two-part system that successful agencies are using heading into 2026 to triple their capacity without tripling their team size or burning out. So here's what happens to most agencies as they grow. They start getting traction, sign their first 10 to 15 clients, and then everything breaks. First, there's a production bottleneck. Every deliverable that they have to deliver takes hours to create from scratch. Then there's operational chaos. Clients are scattered across Slack for quick questions, email for official communication, Google Drive for files, Asana or ClickUp for project tracking, Stripe for billing, Typeform for intake forms. Nothing is in one place. The team is constantly looking for context between all these tools, clients are not sure where to find things, and nothing scales. So the first thing agencies think now is that they need to hire, but that actually multiplies the chaos because now you have more people navigating the same scattered system. So what's the solution then? Agencies breaking through the ceiling in 2026 aren't just throwing more people at the problem, they're actually tackling the issue using a two-layer approach. First up is improving production speed, using AI to handle first drafts, research, and repetitive content creation. The next layer is actually tackling the operational infrastructure. Everything client-facing needs to get consolidated into one branded system. Most agencies try to solve one layer of these, but you actually need to solve both to scale successfully. Think of it this way, AI is your speed multiplier and your unified system is your scale multiplier. Combining them together removes the capacity ceiling entirely. To get into the first layer, smart agencies aren't just using ChatGPT, they've actually baked AI directly into their workflow. Here's a few examples of how this works. For a content creation agency, the client brief comes in, AI generates a first draft in 10 minutes, the team then adds strategy and brand voice in 30 minutes. What used to take 4 hours now takes 45 minutes. For research and analysis, the AI analyzes competitor content, identifies trending topics, pulls relevant data in minutes instead of hours of manual research. If you need variations at scale like 20 ad variations for split testing, AI drafts them all in minutes. Your team then picks the best 5 and refines them. The key principle that I'm talking about here is that AI should handle up to 70% of your work and the team should handle the remaining 30% polish that actually matters: the strategy, the brand voice, and the expertise. A content package that used to require 8 hours of work now only needs 3. You're not replacing the writer, you're just multiplying their output. But here's the critical thing that most agencies miss. Increasing your output does not necessarily solve your scaling issue. Even with AI speeding up production, you still have the operational chaos issue. This is where agencies should be consolidating everything into a single purpose-built infrastructure. Let me show you what this looks like with a real example. Take spp.co as an example, a client portal built specifically for agencies selling productized services. This is the kind of system that consolidates many tools into one single platform. Here's what changes with a unified portal like this. Before, client emails you, you send a Google form, they fill it out wrong, you follow up 3 times to get missing information, then manually copy everything into Asana, send the Stripe invoice separately, use Slack for updates, and Google Drive for files. 8 different tools just to onboard one client. However, with SPP, the client lands on your sales page that takes them to your branded order form. They pick their service package and choose any add-ons that they want, and pay instantly through an integrated Stripe field. Everything's done on one page. And that's it. The payment's immediately captured at point of sale. When they check out, they're taken to a receipt once their payment is processed, and then the system automatically triggers an intake form with validation. This does not allow clients to submit incomplete information. No more email tennis asking for their logo file for the 3rd time when they haven't provided it. All communication happens inside one branded client portal, where clients log in and see their project status dashboard, all their files organized in one place, messaging with full context, their invoices, and their subscription details, everything branded with your logo and branding, not some generic tool interface. Back on the admin side, your team sees a taskboard with client projects, deadlines, and assignments without needing a separate project management tool. Now here's where it gets really powerful. When you combine AI production with a unified system, you get compounding effects. Here's the integrated workflow in action. The client orders through your branded portal and their payment is seamlessly collected through Stripe. The portal then triggers an intake form and collects all requirements upfront with validation. You then take those requirements and feed them to an AI through automations like Zapier, Make, or even the API, and get a first draft generated based on the client brief. The team then refines it in a fraction of the time, adding expertise and strategy. The final deliverable goes through the portal, creating a professional delivery experience for the client. The client sees updates in their dashboard and email, resulting in 0 "Where's my project" emails. The portal handles recurring billing, allowing the team to focus on production and not admin tasks. The client sees a fast, professional, and branded service. They have no idea that you're using AI or that you've consolidated so many tools into one platform. They just see great service delivered quickly. Meanwhile, your team is operating at 3 times the capacity because AI is handling all the time-consuming first draft work, while the portal handles all operational overhead. Nobody is drowning trying to find data in different tools or chasing clients for payments. Let's talk about some real numbers though. Agencies implementing this two-layer approach in 2025 are reporting the following. Client onboarding is down from 3 hours to 15 minutes. Content creation now takes 45 minutes per piece instead of 4 hours. Status update requests are down 80 to 90% because clients have portal access that gives them clear answers. They're able to triple their client volume with the same team size, they have faster time to revenue with automated billing, and higher retention rates due to better client experience. They've gone from 8 to 12 scattered tools down to 2 to 3 core systems. They have a single source of truth for all of their client work, and they have a professional branded experience that justifies premium pricing. If you want to implement this approach at your agency, here's the sequence that works. Start with your infrastructure first. Set up your operational foundation, whether that's spp.co or another unified system. Get your order forms, intake process, and client portal running. This is your foundation. Then slowly layer in your AI. Once you have clean processes, add AI to accelerate production. Use the intake data from your portal to feed AI better, more detailed briefs. Next, you should build some templates. Create reusable frameworks that work for client after client. Build it once and use it forever. Agencies breaking through capacity limits aren't working harder, they're building better systems. And the data backs this up. 89% of agencies are now using AI for efficiency, with productivity up 49%. But the ones seeing the biggest results are combining AI with a proper infrastructure that actually scales. We specifically built spp.co to be that unified infrastructure layer for your agencies. If you want to see how it works from order forms to billing to client delivery, book a call with us, links in the description down below. We also have a 14-day free trial that you can sign up for, no credit card or commitment required. I also want to ask, what's your biggest challenge right now when it comes to scaling your agency? Are you already using AI or are you thinking of implementing it into your existing workflows? Let me know down below.